and I think to myself, how does this actually fit into my life? And the answer is it doesn't. Like, it just doesn't. Okay, so it is Tuesday the 2nd. Hang on just a second. Okay, so it's Tuesday the 2nd, and I'm taking Daisy to her second part of her vet visit, and I'm so excited. It's a homeopathic vet, so I have lots of questions for her, and I did the intake I did the intake appointment last Tuesday, and then, like on the phone, and then this is the intake appointment in person, and Daisy's right down here. And then I'll kind of give you guys an update once I leave there, and you know, what all she says and what the game plan is, all that. I did update in the last vlog, but I figured I'd go ahead and update you again. Her liver enzymes came back completely normal when I took her to second opinion vet, completely normal. So that's crazy. She's probably supposed to get her teeth cleaned on Thursday, but it'll depend on what this doctor says here. And last but not least, I cut my finger again, but a different finger. I don't know if you remember from the vlogs, like maybe the first or second video or vlog, I had cut my thumb pretty bad, pretty deep. I didn't ever share pictures because it was pretty gross. I thought it was really interesting, but you know, a lot of people think it's gross. But I cut my middle finger this time, and it wasn't with the knives. This time it was with, or actually it wasn't with anything. It was like on a top metal can top, you know. I was making Chinese food, and I don't really know what happened. It was crazy, but yeah, that happened. So more on that later. But it's a good cut. Didn't need stitches, but it's, I don't say it's like super deep, but it's not deep enough to need stitches, but it's like a good flap of skin.
Ugh. Sorry to say that.
Anyway, since I'm driving, and Daisy's on my lap, I'm going to update you guys in a bit. Morning, everybody. It's actually Friday. So last time I picked up the camera, it was on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday, when we went for Daisy's homeopathic vet appointment. And I left there so excited. I am so excited for what is to come. So homeopathy, if I didn't already explain this, is it's where the doctor uses like to treat like. So think about like the way vaccines work. Vaccines typically put a virus in your body to teach your body how to fight that virus. People with allergies do this to help their body learn like this thing is okay in our body. And so I dug myself, like she told me a little bit of the history of homeopathy medicine, and I dug into the history of it for myself and learned a lot about the guy who created it, came up with it, Dr. Hahnemann, and he is a very, very smart man. So he came up with this, you know, before vaccines were a thing. And so like, while vaccines have been like polluted with the mercury and all the different things that they put in those, typically, this is where the difference comes in. She remediates, I think is the word she used. She makes a potion, a dropper full of stuff for like Daisy. So Daisy definitely has some allergies. She's a very She's a very sensitive little pup, like physically, so she gets sick a little bit easier. Not often, but you know, when it does happen, it happens, and she's like shaking because her body, like she's nauseous or whatever, and it's like super random when that happens. Anyway, I left really excited because it just sounds like such a good fit for the way we're wanting to go. So she looks at the whole of the dog, looks at all the different symptoms that are coming out, and treats that accordingly. And then, you know, basically we follow up in a couple weeks after that and a couple weeks after that, and we just go until she is completely better, quote unquote. Her liver enzymes are completely normal, so that's not an issue. Of course, her follow-up to that was like, but why? Why were they high in the first place? And I'm like, I understand your question. I have no idea. You know, my thought is likely she got into a toxin somewhere, like potentially when I go and walk her. Maybe somebody sprayed something on their yard, on their lawn, and she stepped in it and she licks her paws because she has allergies. And so she's constantly licking her paws, like potentially something like that happened, right? But we don't know. We may never know. She's never had that before. So all that to say, I'm really, really excited to try out this new direction for us. Let me put this on.
It's just so cute, isn't it? I just can't get enough.
So I'm excited to do that. In other news, Vanderpump Rules this week I felt was like really lame. There wasn't much going on. I think I'm starting to wonder if Tom and Ariana just wanted to break up, and so they created this like storyline. The producers maybe created a storyline around it. Like, I know that sounds wild, but also it's reality TV. That's what they do. That's how they get the views and the clicks and the interest. Because it's just weird how some of it's coming together. I'd have to rewatch it again and make notes. I said I was going to do that this week and I didn't. I'd need to rewatch it, make notes, and come back to you guys with specifics. But like, I don't know. It's just kind of interesting. I cannot stand Rachel, as people are calling her now, because that's her real name. I just can't stand her. Like, I just think she's so fake. Anytime she cries in her little side interviews, I'm like,
whatever. Nobody's buying it. It seems so fake.
I'm not saying it is fake. It just really seems like it is. Like, I don't know. I've always kind of thought that about her. Like, she seems really ditzy. She seems really fake. Like, she obviously is smart because she's book smart, not street smart. Because as she likes to continually point out, she's not dumb. She got a degree. Like, okay, whatever, Raquel. Anywho, so Vanderpump to me was kind of lame this week. I think we're all just kind of waiting to see how the other shoe drops, see how Ariana really does find out, how she puts it together. And I am interested to see the return of Kristen Doty, which is not like a permanent return. I saw her in an interview and she talked about how she is only back for like one episode. And she's okay with that. Like, she doesn't really want to come back. And I don't blame her. Like, I mean, Kristen Doty was crazy, but she definitely, I think she made a good move to get off the show, or well, to be kicked off the show, really, because of her silliness. But isn't that interesting, right? Because Doty was made to feel like she was crazy, that Tom Sandoval was cheating on her. Like, she knew he was. And then she was made to feel like she was crazy for thinking that. And then it turns out she wasn't crazy at all. That is exactly what was going on behind her back with Ariana. Well, at least once, they said. But do we really believe that it was once and, one time only? I don't.
Whatever.
So I just feel like I'm like off today already. It's, let's see. It's 5:54. I've already been to the gym. I came home. I've showered. I took Daisy out. Not doing my makeup. I don't know. I just feel off today. But I did want to talk to you guys about, oh gosh, my nose is itching. Oh, my nose keeps itching and it's really annoying because it's like, it's itching like there's like a fuzzy in or on it, and I'm not getting it. There's not one. It's just whatever. So annoying. That's what it is. It's just annoying. Anyway, I did kind of want to talk to you guys about like, well, let me put my mascara on and then I'll talk to you. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my channel. where's my channel going? What's it going to be about? And the answers to those are, I have no idea. Hence why I've been doing vlogs more than, I mean, anything else really. And part of it is I just haven't had the motivation to sit down and do a like full sit down video about purses. I've included like new purses that I've gotten into my vlogs, but I just overall, I still think purses are so beautiful, and I love like looking at them, and I don't even want to say like dreaming about them, but kind of dreaming about them. But the problem is now I dream about them and I think to myself, how does this actually fit into my life? And the answer is it doesn't. Like, it just doesn't. Most of these purses anymore just don't fit my life. And I think that most of them are just so beautiful. I still look on Fashion File and Rebag, and I constantly am looking on Poshmark and Mercari, but my tastes have shifted to be more of that contemporary brand style. And I kind of prefer that because I like to change my purses up. You guys know throughout the few years that I've been doing YouTube, my collection has completely changed. And as of this last summer, I sold all but one like luxury handbag. So I don't even have that like price point handbag except for one, and it's my Speedy Bandolier 25 and the Damier Ebene. And I think it's so beautiful. I'm still considering like selling my compact zippy wallet that's in the monogram because I really want it in the Damier Ebene print. In that exact style where it's the old style where it actually opens up like this rather than just accordions out. They're really hard to find. And they're really hard to find in like good, decent condition even. And so I've just kind of held on to the one I have because what I'm noticing is people are not buying luxury at the rate they were even just 2 years ago. Shoot, even just a year ago, people were buying and doing videos and all this. And I know, like, again, I saw Jerusha Couture did a video about like not doing hauls. And then since then she's done a couple videos that are like, I think like one was a jewelry haul, one or two were like new purses that she got. So it's not specifically like a haul, but it is still buying lots of luxury. And you do you, boo. Like, and I hope that she continues doing those videos because I enjoy watching her videos. I really do. But I don't know. I think it's just hard because sometimes we as YouTubers say things because we're having that thought, and like prior to being on camera, you would just have that thought, you'd work it through. Like maybe you would do what I did last summer and be like, I'm just gonna sell it all, I'm gonna get rid of it. And then you think it through and be like, okay, I'm not gonna sell it all, but you know, whatever. Well, I actually did. But you normally have these like thoughts and feelings off camera, and then you're on camera and you're talking about it, and then you always have people that are like calling you out for it, right? I don't even really know where I'm going with this rant other than like my channel. I don't know. I just don't know where my channel is headed, and I'm really excited about that because I'm excited to let it kind of take its own route and find where it's supposed to be. What genre should it fit in, or should it not fit in any genre? This is just a for fun hobby for me. I really don't make money. I can show you guys, like I make maybe $20-$30 a month on ads. Every once in a while somebody uses a link of mine and I make a little bit of money on Amazon, but when I'm talking a little bit of money, it's like $10 and under a month. And for like affiliate links for like purses, which is crazy because I'm not even really like talking about purses all that much anymore. It's like so hit or miss. People use them, and then like if you use my affiliate link to buy a purse but then you return it, I don't make that money on it, and that's fine. But you know, just it's like, this is not a moneymaker for me. For people like Jerusha Couture and Christina Brawley and those kind of people, they're making a lot more money. I don't think it's enough money to sustain the lifestyle the styles that they live, but they also work and have other things going on. And so YouTube is like fun for them. They also do sponsorships, and I guess actually, let me take that back, because Christina Brawley did say about a year ago, she said she was making I think close to what she was making as an anesthesiologist. And then since then she's stopped doing anesthesiology full time. I don't even know if she's doing it part time anymore. Like she said she would never give it up, but you know, things change. So maybe she's doing it 1 or 2 days a week. I'm not really sure. But then she started her candle collection, and she started this candle collection. And so now she's doing that and making money, and she's making money from that. So anyway, all that to say, like, this is just for fun for me. I don't get, if you go and look, I don't get a ton of views on things. Shorts, YouTube is pushing, YouTube shorts because TikTok has become so popular. So now they are trying to do that. And so the algorithm completely changed. And now if you do shorts, those get pushed out to people and I get views on those, but I don't get views on like my regular long form videos. So it's kind of like, how do you crack that code of the algorithm? One, because it constantly changes, and two, because it seems like it just shows the videos that of like already popular YouTubers. Good for them. However, bad for me because I'm not getting the clicks. So I just don't know. I guess all that to say, I just don't know if I'll continue to do YouTube and like make a video once a week, or if it'll become like twice a month thing. I just don't even really know like where life is going right now. So it's a cool, fun time in life, but it's also like a scary, non-predictable, and for a, partly type A, but ADHD, like, I don't know. I just need more time to figure it out, I guess. There were some, I will show you this. So there is a brand out recently, and it's called Nageti or something like that. And I looked them up. They're the one that I was interested in is the St. Bart's. I'm looking at on here, the St. Bart's medium. And I looked it up. It's like $200-300. And I don't know. I just didn't want to spend that on something that I'm not even sure I'll use. Like, I look at my collection and right now I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm somewhere between 14 and 15 purses right now, and 2 of them I have up for sale. Is that right? Yeah, I just don't even think I see them all, but like 2 of them I have up for sale on Poshmark. You can go find my Poshmark closet down below, but I've got a couple of them up for sale and they're just not moving. And so that's what makes me think, back to that, that's what makes me think like people just are not purchasing. Not even just that, but I'm watching things sit for longer. I'm watching them sit longer on Poshmark, on Mercari, on eBay, on Fashion File and Rebag. Yeah, things still move, but not at the pace they were. Oh, my nose will not quit itching. So anyway, I saw Mings for All and a couple other people post up like dupes for that Nageti St. Bart's. I'm probably saying it wrong. However, I found a dupe on Amazon that I really liked. It's kind of more like, it's like yellowish brownish, so it's kind of mustardy. It looks like it's a little bit taller than the Nageti brand, but this one was, so this one was $78.98. And it comes in, looks like 10 different colors, very similar. Plus, it comes with this little wristlet in it, which I think is so cute. It zips really nice, unzips, whatever. And then inside of this, there is actually a zipper pocket as well. So there's a zipper pocket down inside, and then it's just open up. So that's a nice little catch-all, or you could use it as a clutch. And then the inside of this is literally just one big black hole. I'm sure you could find an organizer that fits it. It also has this, this is the bottom piece down here. Let's see if I can get that out. Oh, it's Velcroed in, so I'm gonna leave that in there, but it's Velcroed in at the bottom, but it comes with this like solid bottom piece down here. You can see that? Do that. Yeah. And connected to that is this that you can connect your keys to, or even that handheld clutch piece that came with it. And it comes, like I said, comes in like 10 different colors. There's some that are patterned, just black, couple like tan and brown, blues, black and white, more like they call it apricot color. This is just called brown. You can see it has like a mustardy yellow tint to it, and I think it is just so cute. I think this will be great summer bag. One thing I will, and I debated keeping it, one thing I will say is like this, if this gets caught on something, it'll pull. I did that once. It did go right back to where it was. I just kind of had to push it back down into the spot. So I don't think that that's going to be like a huge issue for it, but I do think it's a really pretty tote bag. So if you're like me and you're seeing like influencers post about it, if you don't have that money to spend, don't go into debt for it. Here, there are so many great knockoffs on Amazon for that. I actually also purchased a couple of, and they may end up going back. I haven't received them yet. I should get them like early next week, but a couple of Go Yard looking totes, except they're different because they don't have the, I can't remember what, does Go Yard have so the Go Yard print is more like a Y. I'll put a picture here so you can see it. And these that I found are like a T, I guess. Is that right?
yeah, they're more like a T. They're less like a Y, more like a T. So I got one in black and I got one that's the green one. I'll pop pictures of them in here and I'll show you when they come in and give you kind of a review. I'm sorry, I just don't think that the Goyard bag, what are they even made out of? So I just don't feel like the Goyard bag, it's made out of chevroches, I don't even know how to say that, calfskin and canvas. So I'm just not finding that canvas bags are worth it. They wear down. They tend to, start showing that underlayer if you're using it fairly quickly. But these, to me, and I've seen the real ones in person, they just feel plasticky. Like, I don't know. I just can't spend that kind of money on something that is like that. And then what happens is I do spend the money and then I get it and I love it for a minute and I carry it and then I start learning like, oh no, it's going to wear down on the corners really fast. So then I stop carrying it. And then I look at it months later. I'm like, man, I'm not even carrying that. Like, I'm too scared to carry it. So why do I even have it? And then I sell it. And that is the life cycle of a purse in my life. So for me, and then you end up losing money on it typically. I did a pretty good job at first when I was selling my purses, just throughout the history of having purses, that I broke even or made my money. So I either broke even or made money. Lately, and even like last summer, it started that people were not willing to pay the price of it. And part of it is these increases in the amount that you pay at the store. People aren't wanting to pay that. And then you do a resell and people don't even want to pay that resale price. It's crazy to me. Like, I'm seeing, Neverfull MM bags that are for sale for, $1,000. And sometimes they have the pochette with it. And I'm like, how is that happening? This is crazy. Like, that's a great price for that bag. And I think that's a more appropriate price for that bag than at the store. What is it, like $2,300 now or something? It's insane. So I have zero judgment to people who spend that kind of money, especially if they have that kind of money, because I also have spent that kind of money. And, I have that kind of money. I just don't want to spend it on that anymore. Like, it just seems crazy. So I just feel like I can change up my purse collection at a lesser expense when I'm purchasing contemporary purses. And I just think it's fun. It's fun to have that where you can change them up and do that. Do I make the money back that I've spent on the contemporary purses? No, but that's okay because I'm actually using them because I'm not scared to carry them because they weren't thousands of dollars. So that's my kind of like TED Talk for today. I hope that you guys, I don't know, like, how do you feel about contemporary versus luxury world right now and what's going on? Do you think people are purchasing as much? Are they purchasing less? What do you feel about the price increases? Like, there's so many things. There are so many factors to it that I'm just curious as to like y'all's take on it, but also what you're seeing out there. And maybe I'm just seeing it wrong because I've kind of separated myself from the luxury world essentially. So I still watch like Minnie and Jerusha and Tiffany, LV Coffee Lover, Tabby Violet. I'll check in with her channel every once in a while. I watch a lot of luxury YouTubers and I do find myself, this sounds terrible, but I do find myself kind of rolling my eyes sometimes at the things that they buy because they're so off brand for like who they are. They just don't line up. But, I think that we all have that in common, that we just really, so let me back up. Sometimes it seems that they purchase just to purchase. And I know that that does happen because I've done it. I did it. And I'm really trying not to purchase things for this channel, which is why also like vlogging has become more of a thing because I'm not buying purses like I was. Just kind of where I am. Like, I just don't know where this channel is going to go. If you guys know the website, DHgate, I'm not like encouraging you to go on there and purchase anything, but I did just go on there and I bought 2 Birkin knockoffs. And the reason I purchased it is because I really like the look of those purses now. There's just absolutely no way that I'm going to spend $20,000+ on a purse, like even pre-loved. There's just no way. I do not have the money to go into an Hermes store and purchase so many things so that then I can be offered a bag. Like, I don't have that money. And quite honestly, even if I did, I don't know that I could like physically let go of that money. I would have to be a multi-millionaire to feel like I could do that and not like feel the hit. And I love watching videos on people showing and talking about their Hermes Birkins. I think they are beautiful. I mean, we've all talked about like Mary Kate Olsen. I think it's Mary Kate that carries her Birkin to death. And I absolutely love that. So I got one that was a 25 and a 30. I think the 30 was black and silver and the 25 is like a brown and gold. I don't think I had a choice on the hardware on the brown one, but regardless, it's beautiful. So when those come in, if they come in, I will let you guys know for sure. I say if they come in because I tried to purchase from DHgate many like years ago to get a couple like Chanel type of purses because I think those are so beautiful, and it would not let any purchase go through, which it's an overseas company. It does, like, things do come in through customs. They say, I think it said 5 to 7 days, maybe 5 to 10 days. I'm not sure, but regardless, I just love the look of those purses. And I've never really, I guess I've seen them in person at some resale stores at like Keeks. I've seen the resale, I've never been into an Hermes store. I have seen Birkins in person. I don't think I've actually even ever touched them. However, I just cannot bring myself to spend that kind of money. There's just no way. So I purchased these that are knockoffs. If you don't like that, then that's okay. Like, if you're not supportive of that, that's okay. I also wasn't. I was pretty judgmental about it. However, something I learned from being behind the chair, and I had some very wealthy clients, like very wealthy clients, and I learned that they carry knockoffs. Typically, they do not spend that kind of money because, and I specifically remember one lady talking to her, she was carrying a Bottega Veneta. Is that right? Did I say that right? She was carrying a like lookalike purse to their brand. And I was like, oh, is that a Bottega? And she was like, kind of. So what do you mean kind of? She goes, it's a knockoff. I've got this guy that like gets really, really good ones. And she's like, and I don't want to spend that kind of money on a purse. Like, and she knew that I do YouTube for about purses. So she wasn't like knocking the luxury community. She was just like, I'm just not willing to spend that kind of money on a purse. I want my kids to have that money one day. And it's not that she doesn't enjoy life because she goes on some amazing vacations, but that's where her priorities were. And that also helped me shift my thought process a lot. And I was like, here I am. I was not going into debt for purses. I always paid cash. If I didn't have the cash to pay for any of the purses I had, I didn't get them. But here I am spending all this money on purses that are going to wear down. And this woman is genius. She's genius. So I just learned a lot of very wealthy people carry fakes and knockoffs, and you would never know. So guess what? I'm open to it. I'm good with it. I still have, you know, my one Speedy that I just love the Speedy. The reason I got the Goyard knockoff on Amazon, and those I feel okay about too because they're not like exact replicas, but they're like similar in look. So those are more like lookalikes. The ones from DHgate are dupes. They're fakes. They're replicas. I'm okay with that. So I'm okay. I'm definitely okay with that because I also don't want to carry that amount of money around. Like that story I told about my coach, Cassie, like I had just got it and then I fell and I scuffed up the corner. Well, guess what? I don't even notice the scuff anymore. It's still there. You can still see it, but I just don't notice it. And I love that purse. I got it in that like red or orangey red color. And I can't wait to carry that. I'll probably carry that today, actually. I'm really loving the way my collection is rounding out, being a more contemporary collection. Not to say that I won't ever purchase a luxury purse again, but there's just not really a style that I have not tried, right? And I know what I like now. So I got the Goyard knockoffs because I really wanted some like good totes, but I just didn't want to spend that money. Like I don't want to spend that money. So anyway, that is my whole TED Talk about where my channel is going, which the answer is, I don't know. And anyway, if you guys have any suggestions of videos that you want to see, let me know. I had an idea to do like a comparison video of like Coach Cassie to the a couple other Coach purses that I've gotten recently, even maybe the Mulberry purse that I have. Oh, that's another luxury one that I still have, but I got that one for a discounted price because I got it on Poshmark. And it goes through their authentication process, whatever that means. Like, so that's my whole, like, where am I going with this channel rant. So there it is. I am going to go to Aldi for what I believe is my first time ever later today. So I'll try to take you along with me there so you can see Aldi. I've never been. I've seen inside one because I watched some videos. But I've never actually been. My husband says we went when we were like very first married. I do not remember it at all. So I stick with the story that I have not been to an Aldi. but we'll see. So when I go to Aldi, I really wanted to do some Goodwill shopping soon, like maybe this afternoon. Let me see what I have going on. I don't think I have anything going on. Oh, today's Cinco de Mayo. Had no idea. Yeah, I don't have anything else going on. So I'll probably do Aldi, and then if I can, I'm gonna go with my husband's aunt, and then maybe this afternoon I'll go to like some Goodwills. I found some Goodwills and like just thrift stores in general that aren't Goodwills because Goodwill has become so commercialized, but I would like to do some like smaller thrifting shops. So I'm gonna look for those and see what I can find and take you guys along there with me. I am gonna have to pare this down quite a bit because I'm at 40 minutes and that's just way too long. So if you guys have any questions about homeopathic care, like vet care, or even just homeopathic care, you can ask me any questions down below. I may not have the answer because I am brand new to it, but I will definitely keep you guys informed as we move forward. And then if you have any comments about Vanderpump Rules, let me know down below. Let's have a conversation about that. And hopefully next week is better. I think there's 2 episodes left maybe this season, and then I cannot wait for the reunion. And then of course, like, let me know what your thoughts are on the luxury world and all those questions I asked about that. So I will catch you guys in just a little bit. Bye. However, good morning, you guys. So I was going to teach your virus. Vaccines have been, so it looks at the whole of the my account. But there is absolutely